Every few weeks, the entire market stops and argues about the same question. Will the Fed cut or won't it? And everybody has a take. Your feed has a take. The analysts have a take. The guy with the laser eyes has a take. And none of it is worth anything because an opinion isn't a position. But there's a place where that exact question has a price on it. A number moving in real time that tells you what the money thinks is going to happen. And you can trade it directly, not the coin that might react to the news itself. That's what this video is about, and by the end of it you'll understand something most traders never learn, how to read a probability instead of arguing about one. So let's start with what the thing actually is. It's called an event contract, and the regulator's own description is the cleanest one you'll find. Event contracts are built as yes or no questions, with only two possible outcomes, a fixed payout, usually $1 DAT, and an expiration. That's it. That's the whole instrument. Here's the part that clicks for people. The price is the probability. If a contract is trading at 70 cents, the market is saying 70% chance this happens. If it's at 8 cents, the market is saying almost certainly not. You're not reading a chart and guessing at sentiment. The sentiment is the number. It's printed right there. And because it's a market, it moves. New information comes in, the price adjusts, and you're watching consensus rebuild itself in real time. Quick thing before we go deeper, and it matters for where you can actually do this. If you're in the US, the venue I use is Kalshi. Back in 2020, the CFTC issued Kalshi an order of designation, granting its status as a designated contract market, a federally regulated exchange. Same exchange I showed you in the Perps videos, where they became the first CFTC-regulated US exchange to offer perpetuals. New users who sign up with my affiliate link and trade $50 get a bonus, links in the description. Now let's get to the part that actually makes this useful. Because here's the question you should be asking. Who decides if I was right? And this is where these markets separate themselves from every prediction app you've ever scrolled past. Every contract has a settlement source written into it before you ever click anything. The Fed decision market settles on the Federal Reserve. Inflation settles on the Bureau of Labor Statistics. The jobs number settles on the BLS. Not on a vibe, not on someone's interpretation, on the agency that publishes the number. You can read those terms before you take a position. The document exists, it's public, and it names exactly who decides and how. That's a very different feeling from hoping a platform rules in your favor. And it goes further than that. People who work at the source agency aren't allowed to trade the contract. Neither is anyone holding material, non-public information on it. That's written into the contract terms, not a promise on a marketing page. So what can you actually trade this way? The Fed meeting, inflation, the jobs report. Every macro number that moves your portfolio anyway, the ones you already stay up for, has its own market with its own price. Now let me deal with the objection, because I know it's sitting in your head. This is just gambling with extra steps. Here's the honest answer, and it isn't mine. It's the regulators. On a CFTC-regulated exchange, the venue does not take a side of your trade. It provides a platform and it is not competing against you. Read that again, because it's the entire difference. A sportsbook profits when you're wrong. An exchange profits on volume, whichever way you go. Those are opposite business models wearing similar clothes. Second difference, and this one is practical. You're not locked in until the event happens. You can trade in and out of your position before settlement, at the current price, to take a gain or cut a loss. If the story changes at hour 6 of a 12-hour event, you're not a spectator. You can act. And none of this is some new experiment, by the way. Prediction markets have been running in the United States since 1988 and regulated by the CFTC since 2004. They just got good and public in the last couple of years. Now the part I'd want someone to tell me. These markets are not a crystal ball. When you combine everyone's knowledge, they sometimes forecast better than polling. Sometimes. That's the regulator's word, and I'm not going to upgrade it for you. A 70% market is wrong 3 times out of 10, and it's supposed to be. If it never lost, the price wouldn't be 70. All speculation involves risk. You can read the situation correctly and still lose on timing, on the spread, on fees. So the rule is boring, and it's the only rule that keeps you in the game. Trade with risk capital, money you can afford to lose after your living costs and your savings are handled. Not rent, not the emergency fund. Which is exactly why I keep coming back to a regulated venue for this. When the exchange isn't on the other side of your trade, when the settlement source is named in the contract before you enter, and when you can exit before the event resolves, the risk you're taking is the risk you chose. It isn't the platform. That's the whole reason I use Kalshi for this instead of some app that won't tell you who decides. If you're in the US and you want to try it, sign up with my affiliate link, trade $50 and you'll get a bonus. It's the first link in the description and it's pinned in the comments. Kalshi products are not available in all jurisdictions. So here's what I'd leave you with. The next time the whole timeline is arguing about what the Fed is going to do, don't join the argument. Go look at the number. Somebody already priced it with real money, and that price is more honest than any thread you'll read about it. You don't have to trade it, but you should know it exists, because once you've seen what a probability looks like with a price attached, you stop taking predictions seriously from anyone who won't put one on theirs.